Alrighty, y'all. Okay, so I'm about to go ahead and I will say this. The reason why that the PlayStation 3 is my favorite console from Sony was because I just fucking loved it and I played a lot of fucking games with it too though. And I remember playing those games when I was like real young and shit like that, so I had a good time with it. And the most part about it was that I remember playing video games like Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures 1 and 2. I remember playing Cars 2. I remember playing Infamous 2 and Batman Arkham City, the demo version. And I might talk about the games in more detail, like in a separate video, so that's where, I don't spend like, I'm talking about like too much time on talking about one thing where I could just like, separate them like piece by piece or whatnot, though. But like, yeah, for the fucking PlayStation 3 though, I just liked it because it gave me, I don't know if I like said it before, but yeah, it gave me a feeling of like classiness, nostalgia, and I just fucking loved it. But yeah, now it has been get to the point to where consoles nowadays they're starting to like look like shit and they're starting to become unreliable and very pricey nowadays. It's like, damn, bro, spending all of that money only to get shit. Like that's like saying like you pay like $1,000 for like this brand new phone, and then all of a sudden it just looks like shit. It runs like shit, and yeah, they just basically just fucking shitted on you at that point. And so what I will say is that yeah, like don't be afraid to like go back to like revisit your old memories though. I was telling people that like all the time though, it's better to like go back than to like go forward. I mean, in certain situations, maybe not every situation, but yeah, because we're living in a time where everything is becoming more shitty, it's becoming more fucked up, and this and that, and it's just a fucking disaster. I'm like, God damn, bro. All this shit when they could have made it better. I will talk about the designs for the PlayStation as well. I really like the design from the PlayStation 3 though. It just looked like something I would see from like a video game or like a movie, like a gadget or like something like that. And for the PlayStation 4, I mean, yeah, PlayStation 4 is like pretty good too though. At least they kept like that classy look, sort of. Yeah, that classy look though. And for the PlayStation 5, like as I'm looking at it though, I'm like, what the fuck is this though? It's like they took it and like they added these long pieces of like plastic though, like on the edge though. But when it falls and it breaks though, it's gonna look like shit because they made that plastic like a little too long on the edge right there. And it's gonna look like fucking weird when they could have just shaved it off and then yeah, just made it look like it wasn't so pointy or whatnot. But like yeah, because I don't think like the whole entire like, because I don't think new games and new consoles and like new devices are like real like worth it like nowadays, because the more they try to make them, the more shitty they're gonna make them, and like it is just so fucking bad. I don't even know what to do anymore. Oh man, yeah, I know. I'm you know, just trying to like relive my memories or whatnot. I'm trying to like relive the old stuff, and I just I just kind of like want to go back and shit. And they just make all these updates too though. Oh yeah, that's the thing with updates too, is that they changed some things in the devices to where they changed some stuff where it's going to be harder to find them, harder to change, and like yeah, they just make them like super duper shitty. But like yeah, trying to see if we can like well, I'm trying to see if I can like find my PlayStation 3 around though, because I remember the time I last had it like during the flood of like 2016. So yeah, I don't know if it got destroyed in the flood or lost, but it might appear somewhere. I just don't know where it's at though. But yeah, that console was just a fucking banger. Like I fucking love it, and it was pretty good, pretty good. I never played the I have played the PlayStation 4 before though. Yeah, yeah, it's good. It's good though. But I never used a PlayStation Portable, PlayStation 1 or 2, just the 3 mainly throughout my life. But like yeah, speaking of the demos though, I remember that the demo version of like Batman like Arkham City is to where there was like a time limit or like a certain point to where if the time runs out the demo would end. If you reach a certain point in the game the demo would end. So I kind of say like you get kind of some experience with the game, but to me though that's like kind of like cheating you, isn't it though? Because like with these demos I'm like, why are you just giving us a tiny portion of the game when you could have just gave us the full game? It's like, what the fuck was that all about? But yeah, I am gonna see if I can like, do some more shit. But for now, I'm using the Xbox One for now though. I mean, yeah, I'm not too far behind though, but yeah, it's been updating a lot though. Yeah, it's like I said, just love to fucking go back. I don't care what nobody said, but I'm not that type of guy that would just rely on the past all the time though, because like yeah, I travel back in time. Like I mean, not literally travel back in time, but like go back to where things were better, things weren't so stressful, and things weren't just a lot better. Things weren't just so discombobulated and like motherfucking complicated. But yeah, I have been like getting to that point to where I would just yeah play the old games. The old games are good because you can never go wrong with that. And yeah, I am gonna talk more about this stuff on a different video, or like I would just like yeah like make like a new video about it or whatnot. But yeah, because now if if they still sell old consoles now, I'm not too sure if they do, but if they do, I would definitely work on getting that PlayStation 3 again. Hopefully, if they don't have it in stores, I might just find one online somewhere. But like, yeah, as long as it's in like good condition, as long as it's like working properly, then yeah, like I shouldn't have an issue about it though. But yeah, cause I don't think nobody like let's say like won't give me a console where like they have all their logins and personal info or whatnot on there. Yeah. But like, yeah, like I'm not too sure if they do this or not, but if they can like rebuild trains and cars into newer models, then I'm pretty sure they can do the same thing with devices and consoles and like remake them into newer models. I mean, that might be a thing, but I don't know. I don't know yet. But Yeah, we're in a time where we're in a time where things are changing. You're not gonna like things are not the same no more. You're not gonna get like the same feelings that you want now since we're moving forward and we can't literally go back though. But like yeah, I will like yeah talk more about this soon. But I just want to say like yeah, just like voicing my opinion on like why the PS3 is my favorite console from Sony because like yeah, I just had like a lot of memories of it and I was like playing those games on it. So yeah, I had a lot of memories with it for sure. Like I fuck with it all the time, and I also played GTA 5 on there as well. If I forgot to mention that though, but now I mentioned it now. So yeah.